interesting points. So we look for just a tad more validation. Just touch on some of the things he said, just concerning. Pick up the book of Zechariah. I thank the Most High. Zechariah. Better, Zach. See, it's one big fat body. And if you should take one thing out of the body, one part, then the whole body is no more. So they have fun with that, you know that. Goodness, man, I can't right over the top of his stuff. Well, I can't worry about that. I'll just pick it back up. I got to try to remember some of this stuff. Goodness, y'all make it hard on a black man. Isn't that right? A dark color. Let's see. Zechariah 6:1. Let me read this out. Zechariah. Come on, 6:1. Listen.
And I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains...
Jump down and give me verse 6. Let me see what this says. Let's see what I want. Listen.
The black horses which are therein go forth into the north country, and the white go forth after them, and the grizzled go forth toward the south
5.
country.
Let me have 5 and 6. Listen.
And I said, what is it? And he said, this is an ephah that goeth forth. He said, moreover, this is their resemblance through all the arits. And behold,
6 and 9. Let me see what that say. What did it say?
And the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, take of them of the captivity, even of Heldai, of Tobijah, and of Jediah, which are come from Babylon, and come thou the same day, and go into the house of Josiah, the son of Zephaniah. Then take silver and gold, and make crowns, and set them upon the head of Yahusha, the son of Josedek, the high Kohan.
Do what now? Take what now? Silver and gold, and do what?
And make crowns, and set them upon the head of Yahusha, the son of Josedek, the high Kohan.
So, pick me back up over here where he was at Oriah 12 and 9. Let's deal with this. Is that what he gave y'all? Okay. I got to remember, right? 12 and 9. Listen.
But he that denieth me before men shall be denied before the Malachi of Elohim.
Yes.
And whosoever shall speak a word against the Son of Man, it shall be forgiven him.
Yes.
But unto him that blasphemeth against the Ruach HaKodesh, it shall not be forgiven.
Come on.
And when they bring you unto the synagogues and unto magistrates and powers, take ye no thought how or what thing ye shall answer, or what ye shall say.
Come on.
For the Ruach HaKodesh shall teach you in the same hour what ye ought to say.
Come on.
And one of the company said unto him,
What did he say?
Master,
Do what?
speak to my brother.
Speak to who?
To my brother,
And do what?
that he divide the inheritance with me.
What happened?
And he said unto him,
What did he tell him?
Man,
What happened, son?
who made me a judge or a divider over you?
Zechariah 6 and 9. Other brother, get me Yeshayahu. Yasha. Yahoo. 11 and 1. Hold that. Listen.
And the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, take of them of the captivity, even of Heldai, of Tobijah, and of Jediah, which are come from Babylon, and come thou the same day, and go into the house of Josiah, the son of Zephaniah. Then take silver and gold, and make crowns, and set them upon the head of Yahusha, the son of Josedek, the high Kohan. And speak unto him, saying, thus speaketh Yahuwah of hosts, saying, Behold, the man whose name is the branch, and he shall grow up out of his place, and he shall build the temple of Yahuwah.
Mm-hmm.
Even he shall build the temple of Yahuwah, and he shall bear the glory, and shall sit and rule upon his throne, and he shall be a priest upon his throne, and the council of Shalom shall be between them both.
Okay. Council of peace come between them both. Give me Yeshayahu 11 and 1. Other brother, you're going to get me the book of Al-Ahe Dabarim, chapter 17. Goodness. I'm feeling so good, I wasn't going to put no numbers up there. 17. Give me Yeshayahu 11 and 1. Listen.
And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse,
Yes.
and a branch shall grow out of his roots.
What happened, son?
And the Ruach of Yahuwah shall rest upon him, the Ruach of wisdom and understanding, the Ruach of counsel and might, the Ruach of knowledge and of the fear of Yahuwah,
Yes.
and shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of Yahuwah.
What happened, son?
And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes,
He should do what now?
not judge after the sight of his eyes,
But what happened, son?
neither reprove after the hearing of his ears.
What happened, son?
But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the Aritz. And he shall smite the Aritz with the rod of his mouth.
So now he just asked a question in the book of Oriah, the 12th chapter, about the 12th verse. He want to know who made me a judge and a divider. This is where you got to know your law. You just can't go and say he said something he didn't say. We know what Moshe said, but we got to go back and look at what did the scripture say. Y'all hear me? In Yehukanan 7:38, he told you, he that believeth on me as, what did the scripture say? You asked me to tell him to do something, but what did the law say concerning the matter? Just look at the law, right? Amen. Now, he quoted out at Yehukanan 6 and 45. He talked about what Moshe said. Didn't he? Show me what Moshe said. We go to Yeshayahu. Yeshayahu already told us about it. Isn't that right? The man that's going to be the branch. Same thing that Zechariah told you about. The man that's going to be the branch. Behold, the man that's going to be the branch. Isn't that right? And Shalom going to be between him. Isn't that right? This man going to wear a crown and he going to rule as a high Kohan. Y'all got me? Amen. So now we start to look at the position that we put in here and what we're establishing them for. Isn't that right? We got to have what's factual. You got to remember something. This come to solidify your faith. Y'all got me? Yep. He asked the question. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. See, you even look and don't even consider, even when you look at positions or look at a person, it's something you could tell. Just using you for example. You'll see some people, I've seen some people that play NFL, they don't have a look. It's a look you look for. Basketball, just certain things you look, it's a look. A singer, it's a look. Everybody's a look. And a lot of times people lack that. That's why a lot of people were able to pick him up and observe from sight. Y'all got me? And that's something that you have to learn how to do. Sometimes you hear people say, let me ask you something, you play football? Because there's a certain caliber, a look that goes with it. Y'all got me? Sometimes you're a basketball player by height or just, it's a, let me ask you something, you play basketball or something? Like, well, matter of fact, let me ask you something, Daniel has been, you run track. Just wondering, people ever asked you that before? Because it's a certain look. They're not going to ask nobody fat, black, and bloated. They ask if you're a track runner. They ask you, do you have track in your drawers? Isn't that right? They ask you, do you lay tracks? So now we start to look at these things. Now we come back to consider some things about him. Because we want to just deal with some of the subject matter. Look at the book of Barashit. Barashit, chapter 19. Pick me up at about verse 5. Some of them here, they'll be telling me stories of what they used to do. They don't look low. They don't understand. You don't have to look. Anybody, he has a look. You can look at some people, stand look. Andre, you like, you done knock somebody over something now. I can look and tell you play football. I mean, haven't people told that you play football? Have you played? I mean, it's a certain look, right? Either big or shape, you know what I'm saying? I mean, football, you're going to look at either they're huge or you're going to look at Bill, right? Barashit, chapter 19, verse 5 will be fine. Listen.
And they called unto Lut and said unto him, Where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them.
Listen.
And Lut went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly.
Y'all hear what happened? When he went out of the house, he closed the door behind. He know what happened. You're going to talk to some sister. Just stand for a minute. Just say, you Lut. I don't know. I'm knocking your door. You open your door. You know, I'm be like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just came by to see what's going on. Like nosy nigga. You know how you do? You open the door. You come out. You pull the. Yeah, what you want? I don't need you to know what's going on inside my house. You leave that door and be looking just like Jehovah's Witnesses. Ain't nobody here, huh? We came by to talk to you so they going to tell that lie. So I'm busy folks in here. Door I can look and see. Just listen. We're talking about that look now. What happened?
Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you.
So we already know this conversation about we want some booty. Because why he just going all of a sudden talking about his daughter? I'm not a door, boom, boom. I'm just knocking the door, boom. I want some man booty. Man, come on, man. I got 2 daughters, man, need us. Come on, man. Y'all want some man booty? I mean, you already know the conversation. Who don't just water? You don't knock on the man's door. He just come out and say, oh, I ask you. And I say, hey, I'll ask him, dog. All right, 2 daughters. Please don't give me stuff down here. Can you take my daughters? According to how they'll have everything made out of English. Everybody English, you know, proper English. They come right out in their cafe conversation. This is what happened now.
And do ye to them as is good in your eyes, only unto these men do nothing.
Hear what it is? Only to these men. What you told them?
Do nothing.
Don't try to have sex. How these Christians come up with this movement of inclusion and homosexuality is not to be condemned? When you reading your book, the man saying that, don't do this. Please don't talk about putting no saddle on these men back around their behind. Please don't do this. It's just nasty. But listen what happened.
For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
For causing this funny foolishness y'all doing, that's why they came to my house. What happened, son?
And they said, Stand back.
Stand back.
And they said again,
What?
This one fellow.
Well, that's when you got to get these niggas. Says, get back! Get back, nigga! Listen, they said, do what now?
And they said again, This one fellow came in to sojourn.
And this one fellow did what?
Came in to sojourn.
This one fellow came what now?
In to sojourn.
One of the fellow came in to stay. Tell him about it.
And he will needs be a judge.
And they say, you know what it's about this fellow here? He's looking at us like a judge. See, they could pick up the look. One of these fellas sit here looking at us, and you can tell by his facial expression, he's looking like a judge. See, that's what we were just talking about. There was a look. That's why people were able to pick him up. Y'all hear me? And capture and savor moments when they were dealing with him, because they could see you have the look of one we should be looking for. When Yahuchanan sent his disciples unto, they asked, are you him, or are we seeking one to come? But he was able to tell them some things about not being offended, because you're going to see certain actions that I have, and whatever you do, don't let it offend you. He had to say nothing. The 2 men that abide in their house never opened their mouth. They were just watching. But you know, the people on the other island looked at. This fella looking at us like a judge. That's why the man knew how to go and ask him, ruler, get my brother to divide with me. Because you know they can notice. This man looked just like a judge. That's why we're here. See, that's why I said when you deal with this, let's make sure we stay law. We're talking about motion. We're talking about law. You got me? Let's look at it. 17th chapter of the book of All Ahad Dabarim. 17 and 4. Be fine. Same book, right? Matter of fact, make it 17 and 1. Listen.
Thou shalt not sacrifice unto Yahuwah thy Elohim any bullock or sheep wherein is blemish or any evil favoriness.
Y'all hear this? You shouldn't offer any, what was it?
Any bullock or
Which
sheep.
is going to make him what? An ox. Remember, the ox does what? Knows his owner. And the ass, his master's crib. But Yashraal does not know. You didn't even consider this, did you? That this man was going to have a look. They had the Jordache look. Isn't that right? All that you got the cutest little baby face. Nobody paid attention to his face. This man was looking like he was a judge. That's why he came down here to buy in our house. He must need judge. That's amazing. They ain't even pay attention. 19th chapter, if you would, of the book of Oriah. I couldn't possibly imagine where they could be going. You hold what you got at Barashit. What verse you left off at? 19:7? Oriah 19?
8 or 9.
Okay, 8 or 9?
9.
It's bad. Okay. Just hold out. This is 19th chapter, and about 5th verse. Let's see what it says. Listen.
And when Yahusha came to the place, he looked up and saw him and said unto him, Zacchaeus, make haste.
What happened now?
And
What he told him?
Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must abide at thy house.
Back me up, son, to verse 3. What happened?
And he sought to see Yahusha, who he was, and could not for the press, because he was little of stature.
Oh,
and
I got you. Come on.
And he ran before and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him.
What happened, son?
For he was to pass that way.
He was to pass that way?
And when Yahusha came to the place, he looked up and saw him and said unto him,
What did he tell him?
Zacchaeus,
Yeah.
make haste.
And do what?
Come down.
For what happened, son?
For today I must abide at thy house.
Barashit 19. We'll go ahead at verse 7, since he said 8 or 9. Let's see what happened. Listen.
And said, I pray you,
Hold on,
brethren,
got me all Ahei Dabarim 17. Hold that. Listen.
brethren, do not so wickedly.
What happened?
Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes.
What happened, son?
Only unto these men do nothing.
What happened?
For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
What happened?
For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
I wonder why was he in the house of Zacchaeus. What happened, son?
And they said, stand back.
Get back. In their sissy voice. What happened?
And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn.
And they ain't talking about both of them. This one fellow, he came in to stay. And what happened, son?
And he will needs be a judge.
So we had to look at the branch. Come on, son. All Ahei Dabarim 17. Where we left off at?
We were still at verse 1.
At verse 1, what happened?
Thou shalt not sacrifice unto Yahuwah thy Elohim any bullock or sheep, wherein is blemish or any evil favoredness.
What happened?
For that is an abomination unto Yahuwah thy Elohim.
Y'all hear that? It's abomination. Couldn't have nothing. Isn't that right? Couldn't have no defects in it. That's why we look at him. That's why we look at him. Isn't that right? As being that perfect sacrifice. At the Yahukanan 129. Yahukanan. One and 29. Listen what happened. Listen.
The next day, Yahukanan seeth Yahusha coming unto him, and said, Behold, the Lamb of Elohim.
The what now?
The Lamb of Elohim.
Let's hold what you got, son. What did he call him again?
The Lamb of Elohim.
Marshali. Marshali 7. And jump down at 13. Let's see what happened. What happened, 129?
The next day, Yahukanan seeth Yahusha coming unto him,
And what he tell him, son?
and said, Behold,
The who?
Lamb.
The who?
Lamb.
The who?
Lamb.
That's good. Well, I mean, you finna start fighting for a minute. Lamb. Let's see what happened on him. Marshali 7 and 13. Let's see what happened. Listen.
So she caught him,
And so she did what?
caught him,
And what did she do?
kissed him,
And kissed him. And what happened?
and with an impudent face
What happened?
said unto him,
What?
I have shalom offerings with me.
This, what happened?
Day have I paid my vows.
Listen.
Therefore came I forth to meet thee
Yeah.
diligently to seek thy face.
Listen.
And I have found thee.
What happened, son?
I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Mizraim.
Mm-hmm.
I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon.
What happened?
Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning.
Listen.
Let us solace ourselves with loves.
Mm-hmm.
For the good man is not at home.
Listen.
He is gone a long journey. He have taken a bag of money with him,
Come on.
and will come home at the day appointed.
Listen.
With her much fair speech,
She did what?
caused him to yield.
And what happened, son?
With the flattering of her lips,
What she do?
forced him.
Listen, that made him go. What happened, son?
He goeth after her
Listen what he do, Leon. He goeth after her what?
straightway,
Just straightway. What happened, son?
as an ox goeth to the slaughter.
As a what, son?
An ox goeth to the slaughter.
Tell him what a sword hit him at, son.
Or as a fool to the correction of the stocks,
Tell him what has happened, son.
till a dart strike through his liver.
So we know exactly where it pierced him at. That's why when Yehuda came up, he asked him, so you betrayed me with a kiss? When he talked with him, he went. They forced him. He asked him, why did y'all come out against with me with staves as you came out against a thief? And with their speech, they forced him. He went. See, that's why y'all got a teacher. Now, you just finished here in this 17th chapter he was reading, so you got to be able to depict to show where he actually referenced these things. So he just told you. He didn't tell you that he was going just like a sheep. He told you he went just like an ox. Now, you weren't supposed to offer no bullock with any evil favoriness. Huh? Nor sheep. And Yehukanan just told you, behold the lamb, Elohim, will take away the sin of their rest. That's what he tried to tell you. If you believe Moshe, you would have believed me. Guess who we were writing about? He wrote of me. Let's look at something. Abarim, chapter 10. 10 and 1 right quick. We'll move quick through him. Listen.
For the law,
Having,
a shadow of good things to come,
but not,
the very image of the things, can never with those sacrifices.
never with those what?
With those sacrifices.
Never with those what?
With those sacrifices.
Do what?
Which they offered year by year,
Do what?
continually, make the comers thereunto perfect.
Listen.
For then
Would they did what?
would they not have ceased to be offered?
What happened, son?
Because that the worshipers,
Once.
purged,
What happened?
should have had no more conscience of sins.
If that would have worked, you should have stopped. What happened?
But in those sacrifices, there is a remembrance again made of sins every year.
What happened?
For it is not possible that
It's a chance.
It is not possible.
It's a hope.
It is not possible
Then what happened, son?
that the blood of bulls,
And?
of goats,
Yeah.
should take away sins.
When I gave it to you, I knew I wasn't going to do it. That's why I said, lo, I come. Lo, it wasn't possible. It didn't matter what you searched out and what you used, it wasn't possible. So you can see where the law already had a defect for us. Yeah. Isn't that right? When it came down to transform you to salvation, said it wasn't possible. That's why every year you come back to renew it again. Kofar. An atonement. That's the very reason why you come back. It's not possible. We talked about before the importance of the righteousness of faith. See, when you start to say these things, you're going to have to believe it because of the scripture. These are things people miss. You can go and say he's something, but you were supposed to believe it because of the scripture. Y'all got me? He asked the man, who made me a judge? So that's to ask you, what do you know? What do you know? He had to know something to ask him. Right. Matter of fact, the man looked like a judge. Yeah. He looked like a Shaphatim. Y'all have missed a lot of stuff. Don't worry about it. Come on, son, back over to all our head dabarim. Let's finish some of this stuff up. Get out of the way. We'll just come and give him just a little more facts to what he was saying. Some kind of way if I knew what I was doing. Listen.
Continue at verse 2.
This is the all Ahei Dabarim, chapter 17, verse 2. Listen.
If there be found among you within any of thy gates which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee,
Yeah.
man or woman,
Yeah.
that hath wrought wickedness in the sight of Yahuwah thy Elohim,
What happened?
in transgressing his covenant,
What happened?
and hath gone and served other gods, and worshipped them,
Yeah.
either the sun or moon, or any of the hosts of Shamayim, which I have not commanded,
Yeah.
and it be told thee,
What
and thou
happened?
hast heard of it,
Yeah.
and inquired diligently,
Yeah.
and behold, it be true,
What happened?
and the thing certain, that such abomination is wrought in Yasharal.
What happened?
Then shalt thou bring forth that man or that woman, which have committed that wicked thing, unto thy gates, even that man or that woman, and shalt stone them with stones till they die,
What happened?
at the mouth of 2 witnesses.
And y'all
or
don't
3
know why they
witnesses.
took up stones against him. Huh? Let's see what happened. Yahukanan. We just kind of going through since we here. My mind go to run a little bit. Yahukanan chapter 10. Chapter 10, verse 37. 36. What's that? 36. Let's see what happened. Listen.
Say ye of him whom the Father hath sanctified and sent into the world, thou blasphemest, because I said, I am the Son of Elohim.
What happened?
If I do not the works of my Father, believe me not. But if I do, though ye believe not me, believe the works, that ye may know and believe that the Father is in me, and I in him.
Come on.
Therefore they sought again to take him, but he escaped out of their hand.
What happened?
And he went away again beyond Jordan into the place where Yahukanan at first baptized.
Yeah.
And there he abode. And many resorted unto him and said, Yahukanan did no miracle.
Back me up and give me 34. Listen.
Yahusha answered them, is it not written in your law?
Back me up, son. Give me 30. Give me 29. 10:29. Listen.
My Father which gave them me is greater than all,
Yes.
and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand.
Yes.
I and my Father are one.
Yes.
Then the Yahudim took up stones again to stone him.
Over there looking at their law. They felt like he was a worshiper of other gods. Y'all didn't believe that? Y'all don't believe that? Matthew Yahoo. Chapter 12. 12 and about 13. Let me see what that was. Look at 12 and 12. Listen.
How much then is a man better than a sheep? Wherefore it is lawful to do well on the Shabbat days. Then saith he to the man, stretch forth thine hand, and he stretched it forth, and it was restored whole like as the other.
Listen.
Then the Pharisees went out and held a council against him, how they might destroy him.
What happened?
But when Yahusha knew it, he withdrew himself from thence, and great multitudes followed him, and he healed them all,
Come on.
and charged them that they should not make him known, that it might be
I can teach y'all something about that. But listen.
that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by Yashayahu the prophet, saying, Behold, my servant, whom I have chosen, my beloved, in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my ruach upon him, and he shall shew judgment to the Gentiles.
Wow. More evidence. This man looking like a Shaphatim. Listen.
And he shall not strive nor cry, neither shall any man hear his voice in the streets. A bruised reed shall he not break, and smoking flax shall he not quench, till he send forth judgment unto victory.
Listen.
And in his name shall the Gentiles trust.
Come on.
Then was brought unto him one possessed with a demon, blind and dumb, and he healed him, insomuch that the blind and dumb both spake and saw.
Yes.
And all the people were amazed and said, Is not this the son of Daud?
Yes.
But when the Pharisees heard it,
When the Pharisee what?
When
the Pharisee did what?
heard it,
When they knew of it, tell them what they said.
this fellow doth not cast out demons,
But?
by Beelzebub, the prince of the demons.
See how they got a reason to stone him? They had a reason why they said it. You just got through reading your law. This would justify them in stoning him. 10th chapter of the book of Yehukanan. 10:31 is where he left off at. So you gotta know every occasion. If you don't know every occasion, you're going to mess up. Other brother, you don't get me all our head dabarim. See that 22, 21. See if it's 21. I'll get it. Let me see. 21, 22. Let's see. Matter of fact, give me that first. Let me see that what I want. 21, 22. Let me see what that's saying. Listen.
And if a man have committed a sin,
Back me up at 19. Listen to 21, 19. Listen.
then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him.
Okay, back it up 17, Brenda. 21, 17. Listen.
But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn, by giving him a double portion of all that he hath.
Listen.
For he is the beginning of his strength.
Yeah.
The
You
right
know what he
of the
told you in the book of
firstborn.
Mashali? The 8th chapter? What he told y'all? What he told you supposed to do? He should do what?
He shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn.
He shall acknowledge who?
The son of the hated,
For the who?
firstborn,
Tell him why, son.
by giving him a double portion of all that he hath.
Tell him why, Brandon.
For he is the beginning of his strength.
Hold what you got, son. Since we down, Mashali right quick. Mashali, chapter 8. And give me 24. Let's see that what I want. 8:24. Mashali. You hold that 21. All our head dabarim, the 21st chapter. We got to look around the cover quick and get through. Hang in there, Beasley. Those some big eyes you got. You ever tried to blow a pig house down? Y'all remember that? What that little, you ever tried to eat a little girl up with a red jacket? What that? Y'all remember that? Eat a little girl up with a red jacket. What big eyes you have? Oh, better see you. Really, I can't see none of them hair blind. I'm legally blind. Listen.
When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains abounding with water,
Tell them what happened.
before the mountains were settled,
Tell them what happened, son.
before the hills was, I brought forth.
And you said, I what?
Before the hills was, I brought forth.
Come on.
While as yet he had not made the Aritz,
Yeah.
nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world.
And the other one, you get me Yehukanan chapter 15. Oh, what you got? Yehukanan chapter 15. This is stuff y'all need to know, because if you don't know it, you believe in something you shouldn't have been believing. 15:22. So all I do is make sure this is what I need. I need proof. I need proof that cannot be disputed. Listen.
When he prepared the Shamayim,
What happened?
I was there.
Yes.
When he set a compass upon the face of the depth,
Where were you, son?
when he established the clouds above,
Yes.
when he strengthened the fountains of the deep,
Yeah.
when he gave to the sea his decree,
Then what happened?
the waters should not pass his commandment,
Yeah.
when he appointed the foundations of the Aritz,
Listen.
then I was by him,
Yeah.
as one brought up with him,
Yeah.
and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him.
Now, reason why we wanted to cover this, wanted to see exactly where he was. Y'all got what he told you? I was there before the mountains were brought forth, before any of this stuff happened, before he gave the sea its decree that it couldn't pass over the sea, over the sand. He said, I was brought forth as one brought up with him. Back me up at verse 20. Listen what happened.
I lead in the way of Sadiq,
Listen.
in the midst of the paths of judgment, that
Wow.
I,
In the path of what?
in the midst of the paths of judgment,
Come on, son.
that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance,
Listen.
and I will fill their treasures.
What happened, son?
Yahuwah possessed me in
The what happened now?
Yahuwah
Did what?
possessed me
When did he get me?
in the beginning of his way.
Who you supposed to acknowledge, Brandon? All our head dabarim, 21, was it verse 17?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn,
What happened?
by giving him a double portion of all that he hath.
Tell me why.
For he is the beginning of his strength.
I wish I understood that. Yehukanan 15:22. See, that's why I told you with his conversation, if you don't understand it, you're going to mess up. See, what y'all will do, you'll read this and you'll go try to trace stars. You know, for them little stars in your book, them little Masonic stars, they make a fool out of you. His speech wasn't for you to go do no Masonic stars. You've got to understand what he's saying. That's what he told you. Listen.
If I had not come and spoken unto them,
Tell them what happened, son.
they had not had sin.
Les.
But now they have no cloak for their sin.
What happened, son?
He that hated me,
Hated who?
my Father also.
Listen.
If I had not done among them the works which none other man did,
Yes.
they had not had sin.
What happened, son?
But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father.
Only reason he keep telling y'all this, you understand, this really don't make sense if you ain't got an understanding. Because hating him has nothing to do with his Father. He's telling you it does, because he just told you in 10:30, I and my Father are. So there's no way to hate me and not hate my Father. Right. There's no way to hate my Father and not hate me. Yeah. He's speaking, telling you there's no way to hate one and not hate the other. Because he just told you, I and my Father are one. Right. But listen what he told you.
But this cometh to pass,
Like what, son?
that the word might be fulfilled,
Where was this at, son?
that is written in their law.
See this? It's written in your law. Tell them what happened, son.
They hated me without a cause.
So you know what he just told you at the same time? I'm going to get a double portion. Right. I'm the beginning of this man's strength. Yeah. That's when he possessed me. Yeah. See, it's more in his speech than what you're looking for. You're just looking and going to shoot back in the book of Tahalim to try to show me that. I don't need to see that. I already see it. But it's showing you some more evidence to showing you that he is the inheritor. You know what you can do? You get here and teach and swing from Shamayim to back over, swing from Tahalim to back over here. I'm not getting anywhere. Tell me something I don't know. Connect me to where I got sense out of this and let you. I just showed you in that statement he told you, he said more than what you thought. Because had you really known the law, you'd understood what he just told you. They hated me without a cause. When did I get him? Put me back to Yehukanan 129. You did a lot better job, though, Zach. I'm not talking about you on you, what you were doing, but I'm just speaking on behalf of how we all have to make sure that we have clarity in what it is that we're seeing. Y'all hear me? That it can't be disputed. Y'all hear me? And when it is, we can come back to show you this right here has validity to it. Y'all got me? Let's see what happened. Listen.
The next day, Yehukanan seeth Yahusha coming unto him.
What did he say, son?
And saith, Behold, the Lamb of Elohim,
Which doth what?
taketh away the sin of the world.
Who is this?
This is he of whom I said,
After what?
Me.
After who?
After me.
After who?
Me.
What happened, son?
Cometh a man which is preferred before me.
Tell him what, son?
For he was before me.
He possessed me in the beginning of his ways. Listen what happened.
And I knew him not,
What happened?
but that he should be made manifest to Yasharal.
Tell me what happened, son.
Therefore am I come baptizing with water.
Tell me what happened.
And Yehukanan bare record, saying, I saw the Ruach descending from Shamayim like a dove, and it abode upon him.
Yeah.
And I knew him not.
What happened?
But he that sent me to baptize with water, the same said unto me,
What could he have possibly said?
Upon whom thou shalt see the Ruach descending,
Yeah.
and remaining on him,
What happened?
the same is he which baptizeth with the Ruach HaKodesh.
That's the same one we're going to see that's going to have, he had the seven Ruachs. We read in the 11th chapter of the book of Yehush, Yashayahu. We come back to see record, let you know as well that he's going to be a Shaphatim. All the thing we come back and look at, the Spirit came in abode upon him. It stayed. We talked about him giving a double portion. Well, Yehukanan told you what he won't have to do. Pick me up, son, at Matthew 3:14. And we'll get back this all our hand. $3:14. Listen.
But Yahukanan forbade him, saying, I have need to be baptized of thee, and comest thou to me?
Back me up at verse 11. Listen.
I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Ruach HaKodesh and with fire, whose fan is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor and gather his wheat into the garner, but he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire. Then cometh Yahusha from Galilee to Jordan unto Yahuchanan to be baptized.
Make it 10. 3 and 10. Yes.
And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees. Therefore every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you.
He should talk about him decreasing. I want above, drop down. 16. Yahuchanan 3? 3 and 30. I don't even want it now. I don't even want no Jell-O. Scratch it from the record. Come on back over to all our head Dabarim. It's still right. Huh? It's still right. Listen.
Right.
You want chapter 17?
Chapter 17.
Back to 17?
Hold on, before you finish that, 21. Let's go. All our hate Dabarim, 21:17.
Amen.
We told you he mightier than I. The reason why we looked at that, we were trying to show you the fact that what the scripture told you as far as concerning him getting a double portion. For he is his strength. 21:17. Listen.
But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn, by giving him a double portion.
Man, everything worked out for him. Just the mere fact that the law came along and said it was written in your law, you're going to hate me without a cause. You didn't realize you was setting him up. Then on the mere fact he was able to testify in Marshallee to tell you that he possessed me in the beginning of his ways. Yeah. All it was set him up, then Herod. A lot of times you go through things you don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? But this all worked out to bring to pass what he was looking to happen. Y'all got me? Listen.
By giving him a double portion of all that he has.
How do we know this? That's right. All Yahoo gave all Yasha the same thing. He let him get a double portion. He gave him a double portion. That's how we're able to recognize and we're able to relate to this. We got to look at our law. Y'all got it? Amen. Come on.
For he is the beginning of his strength.
Listen.
The right of the firstborn is his.
See that? That's his. Huh? In the book of Abarim, the first chapter, he told you again when he does what? When he bringeth the firstborn into the rest. All this came along to let you know it was talking about him. The whole book is describing him. Listen.
If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son,
what happens, son?
Which will not obey the voice of his father,
or what else?
Or the voice of his mother.
What happens, son?
And that, when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them.
Listen.
Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him.
You hear that? They're going to lay hold on him.
And bring him out unto the elders of his city.
And what happened?
And unto the gate of his place.
What happened?
And they shall say unto the elders of his city.
What they going to say?
This our son is stubborn and rebellious.
Y'all hear that? This our son is stubborn and rebellious. What happened?
He will not obey our voice.
Tell me what he do, son.
He is a glutton.
He's a what?
A glutton.
And what else?
And a drunkard.
Matthew chapter 11, verse 14. See, all y'all want to do it, let's look at the law. Come on, 11:14. Listen.
And if you will receive it,
tell them what happened, son.
This is all Yahoo, which was for to come.
Y'all hear that? This is all Yahoo, which was for to come. Listen.
He that had ears to hear.
Wow. This is all Yahoo that was supposed to come. All Yahoo gave all Yasha a double portion. He came before all Yasha. He told you he had to decrease. Him that come after me, he had to increase.
Right.
But you wouldn't catch that. He was trying to let you know, if you believe, you'll see. If you had the righteousness of faith, you already see how this works. This man getting ready to get off the scene, and I'm going to double. I'm doubling up. Don't worry about it. Listen.
He that hath ears to hear,
Do what, son?
let him hear.
Listen.
But whereunto shall I liken this generation?
Tell them what they like, Andre.
It is like unto children sitting in the markets,
Which have done what?
and calling unto their fellows,
Unto their companions, doing what?
and saying, We have piped unto you,
And what did they do?
ye have not danced.
Listen what else happened.
We have mourned unto you,
And did they cry?
ye have not lamented.
Didn't even start wailing. What happened?
For Yahuchanan came neither eating nor drinking.
And what did they say?
And they say he had the devil.
He got a devil. Come on.
The Son of Man
The
came.
son of who?
Son of Man.
I wonder why he used this title. The son of who?
Man.
That will make him born of us. Look at how you got to even listen to his speech. The son, they just told you that if a mother and a father, they have a rebellious son. He just told you the Son of Man. What did the Son of Man come doing?
Eating and drinking.
What did happen, son?
And they say, Behold, a man gluttonous
A man gluttonous?
and a winebibber,
I don't even know what that means. But tell him what he said, son.
a friend of publicans,
And
sinners.
tell him what happened, son.
But wisdom is justified of her children.
Marshall Lee 8-1.
Yes, sir.
I wish I knew what I was doing. Marshall Lee 8-1. Listen, he still got me all our head dabarim. 21. Where you left off? 21, 22, 21, 21.
At verse 20.
Hold it for me. Listen.
Doth not wisdom cry?
And?
Understanding put forth her voice.
Yeah.
She standeth in the top of the high places.
Yeah.
By the way, in the places of the paths.
Yeah.
She crieth at the gates.
What happened?
At the entry of the city. At the coming in at the doors.
Come on.
Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man.
He just told you. But wisdom has justified her children. They missed it. When he was up there crying, they missed it. Cry, spare, lift up your voice, and shew my people. Who was he crying out to? To the sons of men. Who was he crying out to? He was calling out to the sons of men. He was putting forth his voice, trying to tell you. But wisdom is justified by children. Trying to let them know you don't belong to me. That's why you could tell them you of your father. What was it again? Come on, this hey Dabarim. 21:20. Listen.
And they shall say unto the elders of his city,
What they gonna say?
This our son
This our who?
Son.
The Son of Man. What happened, son?
is stubborn and rebellious.
Tell him what he do.
He will not obey our voice.
What else happened?
He is a glutton,
And?
a drunkard.
Wow. What are they supposed to do?
And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die.
But what else happened?
So shalt thou put evil away from among you.
Tell him what happened, son.
And all Yasharal shall hear and fear.
Listen.
And if a man have committed a sin,
Word of what?
death,
Tell him what happened.
and he be to be put to death,
What happened?
and thou hang him on a tree,
What happened?
his body shall not remain all night upon the tree.
Tell him why, son.
But thou shalt in any wise bury him that day.
Listen why.
For he that is hanged is accursed of Elohim.
Yochanan, chapter 10, verse 30. Hold on, got Yochanan. Yochanan, chapter 10, verse 30. Listen.
I
Give
am
me Yochanan, chapter 5, verse 17. Listen.
I and my father are one.
Uh-huh.
Then the Yahudim took up stones again to stone him.
They took up stones again to do what?
Stone him.
Listen.
Yahusha answered them, Many good works have I shewed you from my father.
Yes.
For which of those works do ye stone me?
Listen.
The Yahudim answered him, saying,
For what?
Good work.
What happened, son?
We stone thee not.
But what happened?
But for blasphemy,
Uh-huh.
and because that thou, being a man, makest thyself Elohim.
Yes.
Yahusha answered them, Is it not written in your law?
I said.
Ye are Elohim.
That tight. He said, I said it. And you are who?
Elohim.
So what happened, son?
If he called them Elohim,
Unto whom?
the word of Elohim came.
Then
The scripture cannot be broken.
doth not wisdom cry and put forth her voice? Cry to the sons of men. He said, I said it. I said it to you. I'm the one that said it. 5:17, Yochanan. Other brother Matthew, chapter 26:62. Listen.
But Yahusha answered them, my Father worketh hitherto, and I work.
Come on.
Therefore the Yahudim sought the more to kill him,
Tell them why, son.
because he not only had broken the Shabbat,
They already wanted to kill him. They said it became more intense. Tell them why.
but said also that Elohim was his father,
Making himself.
equal with Elohim.
Let's pick it up and see. Matthew 26:62. Listen.
And the high Kohan arose and said unto him, Answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witness against thee?
Yeah.
But Yahusha held his peace. And the high Kohan answered and said unto him,
What did he tell him?
I adjure thee by the living Elohim,
Yeah.
that thou tell us whether thou be the Mashiach,
What happened?
the son of Elohim.
What happened?
Yahusha saith unto him, Thou hast said, Nevertheless I say unto you, Hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power, and coming in the clouds of Shamayim.
What happened?
Then the high Kohan rent his clothes, saying, He hath spoken blasphemy. What further need have we of witnesses?
What happened, son?
Behold, now ye have heard his blasphemy.
Yes.
What think ye?
And what did they say?
They answered and said, He is guilty of death.
What happened?
Then did they spit in his face, and buffeted him. And others smote him with the palms of their hands, saying, Prophesy unto us, thou Mashiach.
Yeah.
Who is he that smote thee?
Yeah.
Now Cuff sat without in the palace, and a damsel came unto
That's
him.
good. The reason why we're here now, we're looking at two events that's taking place. Jump over to the 27th chapter since you're there. 27th chapter of the book of Matthew. 27, jump down at verse 18. Listen.
For he knew that for envy they had delivered him.
He knew that for envy they had delivered him. What happened, son?
When he was set down on the judgment seat,
What happened?
his wife sent unto him, saying,
Do what?
Have thou nothing to do with that just man?
Uh-huh.
For I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him.
Yes.
But the chief Kohan and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yahusha. The governor answered and said unto them,
Why?
Whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you?
Yes.
They said, Barabbas. Pilate saith unto them,
What did he say?
What shall I do then with Yahusha, which is called Mashiach?
What happened?
They all say unto him,
They did what?
They all say unto him,
You said one of them said?
They all say unto him,
What did they tell him?
Let him be crucified.
Y'all missed this, huh? If you pay attention to the 21st chapter that he just read, the book of All I Hate Dabarim, if a man, pick him up, let's hit it again. All I Hate Dabarim. 21, where we went, 17, just listen. Listen.
If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son,
Yes, that what happened?
which will not obey the voice of his father
Nor.
or the voice of his mother,
So you know what they'll take this at? They'll try to say he disobeyed Marim and Yahusa. No, he was called the Son of Man. They was trying to compel him and make him do things he wouldn't do. See, he covered himself. See, they'll go around and tell you lie. That's why they can tell you about Jesus. See, Jesus didn't obey his mother and father according to law. You are ignorant. He was speaking on the behalf of being the Son of Man. He covered himself. If you don't know the law, you're going to miss it. Listen.
and that, when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them.
See that? They done slapped him, grabbed him, and he wouldn't listen to him. And what happened?
Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him,
Yes.
and bring him unto the elders of his city,
Wow. Come on.
and unto the gate of his place.
Yes.
And they shall say unto the elders of his city,
What happened?
This our son is stubborn and rebellious.
And what happened?
He will not obey our voice.
Yes.
He is a glutton and a drunkard.
And they already brought that accusation up against him. See, before they brought him unto them, if you paid attention, we judged him first. They told they're going to bring him to the gate of their place. He didn't go to the Romans first. He came to us first. Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. That's why I try to tell you, you don't know what you're doing. You don't pay attention. Y'all come to class, you sleep, you play, you fart, you pooch, you pee on yourself. You know what? A lot of y'all rats. If you didn't have on drawers, you know rats have the bit where they go. I told you that's why hawks and eagles catch them. The whole time they walking, they They constantly tingling. That's the only reason you have on drawers. Otherwise, you've been snatched up. If it wasn't for a lot of y'all drop, you know, a lot of y'all pee on yourself. You said, just peed on yourself. You got to live it out. There you guilty? Not today. A lot of y'all rats. You don't even know that. You don't even know you got the character of a rat. You're sitting here and you're getting nothing but truth, and y'all sleep in my class and you play. You don't even know enough to be saved. Why would he save you when you had obtained any knowledge? You're believing something about somebody that you don't even know that the Lord definitively show you this is how this came to pass. You shouldn't even believe it unless you really know it. For some reason, I used to believe that because you're an idiot. There's nothing you should have just been believing if it was not factual. He told you how you had to believe, as the scripture hath said. How did he get to the cross? Because they hung him high and stretched him wide. He was there from the 6th to the 9th. Where are you getting your information from, though? You got to look at law. Listen.
And they shall say unto the elders of his city, This our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard.
What happened, son?
And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die.
So now we look at when they told you he was worthy of death, they were going to stone him. Every time if you look in the 10th chapter, they kept picking up stones. The 5th chapter, they picked up stones. He had to cover himself. He knew how to answer them. They just declared that the man was worthy of death. Now, which death was he going to get? Because you still got to look at the law. The law would have had him to right. He could be stoned. But then let's pick him up again at the 17th chapter of the book of All I Hate Dabarim, 17:1. I still want 20. I still want 21. What we left out, 21:20?
21 and 21.
Listen, whole 21:21. This is 17:1. Listen.
Thou shalt not sacrifice unto Yahuwah thy Elohim
What, son?
any bullock or
Any who?
bullock,
The ox. Or
sheep,
the lamb of Elohim. Which have what?
blemish.
How are we going to offer him up if they had throw rocks? They'd have broke his bones. See how the law had to cover him? The law had to cover him. There had to be another out. Every time you look, there was never another time you read they were going to crucify him. It was always pick up stones to kill him. But then you would have wound up doing what the book told you, that the scripture could not be broken. That's why he told you, did not I say it? Telling you I'm the word. Yeah. The word became flesh and dwelt among us. Yeah. Right. Y'all miss too much. They sleep. Y'all sleep. Y'all sleep. Y'all don't know what you believe. A lot of y'all don't know what you believe. I can change up anything, you'll take it. You got to know what you believe. It's the truth. A lot of them don't know what they believe. You just believe in that for the next. If I come with something tomorrow, you'll believe something else tomorrow. But once you actually got this definitive in your understanding and your understanding, your overstanding, nobody just come and throw you. Nobody can take that away from you. That you know why. They think it for an Easter play. You know why he had to be crucified. Yeah. There was no way he was going to be stoned. Then he just came along and told you that the scripture could not be broken. There was no way to say and throw rocks and not break something. I remember we used to throw rocks around the house. My dad, hey, y'all going to mess around and break one of these wonders. And that's you. It makes sense. He's trying to show. They wouldn't let us. You in the yard. Don't throw them rocks until you mess around and break one of these wonders. Don't worry about it. Word right. Amen. Word right. Only thing he let them do was they could chip his teeth. They made his word sharp. He covered himself every time. What you gonna do with him? So they catch the same in his teeth. They couldn't break no bone. Well, then we able to see a man that came out of his mouth and see a two-edged sword. They just made sure that word to be sharp. Isn't that right? He covered himself. What are you going to do with a man that covers himself? Then you got to know how to track him. Come on, son. Back over to the 21st chapter, 21:21. Listen.
And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die.
Listen.
So shalt thou put evil away from among you.
Listen.
And all Yasharal shall hear and fear.
Listen.
And if a man have committed a sin.
Worthy of what?
Death.
What happened, son?
And he be to be put to death.
What happened?
And thou hang him on a tree.
See that? They wound up putting him on the tree. That was for us. Tell them why, son.
his body shall not remain all night upon the tree.
Galatians chapter 3, why he got that 3:13? Let's see, that's what I want. Listen. Might be 4. Listen.
But thou shalt in any wise bury him that day.
Tell him why, son.
For he that is hanged is accursed of Elohim.
Let's see what happened. Galatians 3:13. Listen.
The Mashiach hath redeemed us from the curse of the law.
Did what he do now?
Redeemed us from the curse of the law.
Tell me how, son.
Being made a curse for us.
Being made a what?
Curse for us.
Would it make sense to stone him? If it wouldn't, because first of all, then the scripture going to be broken. Secondly, it's not going to be made sense because he had to be made a curse. The only way to make him a curse, put him on the tree. Which means he had to have a look. Tell him what happened, son.
For it is written.
For it is what?
Written.
Tell him what's written.
Cursed is every one that hangeth on a tree.
Cover itself. It had to be set up that it put him in that position. Y'all don't realize the things that happen to you, as Shaul said, if fall not rather to the furnace of the gospel. It had to happen that way. Because of how your faith had to be so complete. How you had to believe. You had to believe this. If you just follow the law and you don't follow it right, you're not going to get this. You're going to hit a whole lot of stone by saying, well, there's some stuff they shouldn't. Really, they were wrong. They erred. You the idiot. Because you don't see how the righteousness of faith yielded this out. Putting him on the cross only came out for one reason. At the Romans chapter 15 at verse 4. 15:3. Let's tell them what happened, son. Romans 15:3. Matter of fact, make it Romans 15:1. Listen.
We then that are strong
Ought to do what?
bear the infirmities of the weak.
That's what you need to pay attention to. That's what he did. 15:1. You know how you know that? Because he's going to be called what? A Nazarene. Guess who Yehuda took up to deliver to the Philistines? Shamshun. He was strong. He had the bad. They say, don't you know how these people rule over us? These people could kill us. Don't you know how the law ruled over you? The sentence already came. The wages of sin is death. So we had to go take him and deliver him up. Y'all sleep. I told you don't know nothing. Y'all don't know nothing. Just admit you're a rat. The only thing keep you from getting snatched up when you walk, you looking, say, thank you for these draws. Because if they see that you drop that trail, it glows. They're going to snatch you up. Your draws and the Most High, the only thing they're keeping you going. Listen.
And not to please ourselves.
Tell them what happened, son.
Let every one of us please his neighbor
For it is good.
for his good to edification.
What else happened, son?
For even the Mashiach please not himself.
Tell me what happened, son.
But as it is written,
What happened, son?
the reproaches of them
That did what?
reproach thee
Fell well.
on me.
I wasn't even guilty. That's why it had 2 other people to tell you that. The why, till y'all don't realize your book told the reason why the thing was said twice. Because why? It's just amazing here why it said had nothing to do with this Sadiq man. Then he came on side, I find no fault. The only reason you heard it twice because it was of Elohim. They sleep. They sleep. That's why y'all stay asleep. Like he told them, take your rest. He already been delivered. Some of them still waiting on Christmas to come see that little white baby, little cocked up baby. Do y'all see how important this is for us to know this? Come on, son. What I had you hold on. Come on back to the 17th chapter. Let's finish that up. I'll finish up that 15 for me. But he pleased not himself as is written, reproaching them that reproach thee farewell.
On me.
Tell them what is written, son.
For whatsoever things
Are written
aforetime
before was written
for our learning,
that we through
patience
comfort
of the scriptures
might.
have hope.
That's your faith. It was written to produce hope, faith. You ought to get it. That's why you're here. Come on, finish that 17th chapter. We got other ground, but I ain't going to, And then I have many things to say, well, until y'all not able to bear it, though. So I'm going to sit there trying to figure out how they're going to get their peace stain out. Well, white draw, you'll see. You'll see how they go, ooh, what's wrong? These draws got stained. They ain't getting that by themselves. You ain't going to buy no brand new stained draw. You put that stain in there. You put that stain in there. Huh? They know they did it. All right, listen.
At verse 5.
Listen.
Then shalt thou bring forth that man or that woman
Yeah.
which have committed that wicked thing unto thy gates.
What happened? This is the book of this is all our Hey Dabarim, chapter 17, verse 5.
Yes, sir.
So y'all know. All our Hey Dabarim, 17:5. Listen.
Even that man or that woman, and shall stone them with stones till they die.
Listen.
At the mouth of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses
That happened.
shall he that is worthy of death
Do what?
be put to death.
That's why they had to bring in them false witnesses. At first they ain't find none. Then they find you went on with 2. They knew the law. Let's try how the law trap you though. Listen.
But at the mouth of 1 witness
Shall what?
he shall not be put to death.
Now I'm gonna show you how you can follow the law and you still err. This is complete law. They wouldn't go with 1 witness. They already were wrong, Dave, but you know they had enough sense to know they couldn't do it with 1 witness. At the last they found 2. He told you that's the law. They look at you and think you got it so right following the law and you be off. Because they're going to do what's right in this matter. Listen.
The hands of the witnesses shall be first upon him
Yes.
to put him to death,
What happened?
and afterward the hands of all the people.
Yes.
So thou shalt put the evil away from among you.
Listen.
If there arise a matter too hard
Listen.
for thee in judgment,
Between who, son?
between thee and judgment,
Listen what happened.
between blood and blood,
What happened?
between plea and plea,
What happened?
and between stroke and stroke,
What you want me to do?
being matters of controversy within thy gates,
What you want to happen?
then shalt thou arise
And do what?
and get thee up into the place which Yahuwah thy Elohim shall choose.
And what you want me to do?
And thou shalt come unto the Kohan of Lui.
That's amazing. Because you know what happened? We start on that 12th chapter, already y'all 12 and 9. My brother. Who would that make that be? Between who would that be? Blood and blood. Then he told you need to go see the Kohan. Amazing we came over here and we started. I know they don't keep up what I'm doing. They think I'm an idiot. They think I'm an idiot every time. That's why I like this job. They all think they're smart. They trying to figure he don't win all off. No, nigga, you's a rat. I know what I'm doing. I get paid to do this. Y'all hear me? I hadn't missed a beat. I done covered here other play. I remember what I told you. I catch him mixes and I'll show you how it go. See, that's why I'm him. They tried to figure what I was doing. Oh, he messed up over there. He went over there and got that. It didn't say no judge. I know 'cause you're an idiot. I know you're an idiot. They told you what Yahusha did. Told him he was the son, he was the high Kohan. Then told make him a crown. Huh? Now the man came up. That's why he asked him, man, who made me a judge? Do you even know what you said? They don't know what they're doing. That's why I get paid to do this. And I keep no cards. I wrote this up before I got him. Listen.
And thou shalt come unto the Kohan of Lui, and unto the judge that shall be in those days.
And you know what messed him up? They don't even know that he related to Louis. His mother, Maureen, just had to have a cousin named Al Yashaba, who was married to a Kohan. He covered himself. You weren't supposed to know it. Huh? You weren't supposed to know it. That's why people made such a mess, because you don't know him. He tried to tell you that the ops knoweth his honor, and even they asked his master's crib. But you don't even know. You hadn't even considered, had you? He covered himself and still tied himself to being the son of Daoud. Come on, son.
And inquire, and they shall shew thee the sentence of judgment.
Yes.
And thou shalt do according to the sentence which they of that place which Yahuwah shall choose shall shew thee.
Y'all hear that? And they should do what happened?
And thou shalt do according to the sentence which they of that place which Yahuwah shall choose shall shew thee.
Listen.
And thou shalt observe to do according to all that they inform thee,
Listen.
according to the sentence of the law which they shall teach thee,
Y'all hear that? According to the sense of the law, they should teach you. Listen.
and according to the judgment which they shall tell thee.
And according to the judgment which they should tell you. Come on.
Thou shalt do.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt do.
Listen.
Thou shalt not decline from the sentence which they shall shew thee,
Y'all hear this? Don't turn from the sinner they showed you. Listen.
to the right hand,
Nor
to the left.
what happened?
And the man that will do presumptuously,
And do what?
and will not hearken unto the Kohan that
Yeah.
standeth to minister there before Yahuwah thy Elohim,
Yeah.
or unto the judge,
Yeah.
even that man shall die.
Hold what you got, son. Come on back there, Matthew 27. 27:18, where we was. Let's see something. Listen. Listen.
Amen.
Matthew 27:18. Other brother, you hold me the 8th chapter of the book of Yashayahu. I try to finish him up over there. Listen, Yashayahu, you hold me. Yahoo chapter 8. Come on, read, son.
For he knew that for envy they had delivered him.
Yes.
When he was set down on the judgment seat,
What happened, son?
his wife sent unto him, saying,
Yeah.
Have thou nothing to do with that just man?
Yes.
For I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him.
Yes.
But the chief Kohan and elders persuaded the
But
multitude.
hold on, but who now?
The chief Kohan,
The chief what?
Kohan,
And what else?
and elders
What did they do?
persuaded the multitude.
They did what?
Persuaded the multitude
What did they all tell them?
that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yahusha.
Why would they do this? Listen what happened.
The governor answered and said unto them, Whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you?
Yes.
They said, Barabbas.
They said Barabbas. What happened, son?
Pilate said unto them,
Why?
What shall I do then with Yahusha, which
What?
is called the Mashiach?
Yes.
They all say unto him,
One said.
They all say unto him,
What did they say?
Let him be crucified.
What happened?
And the governor said, Why
What evil?
hath he done?
What happened?
But they cried out the more, saying, Let him be crucified.
How many of y'all got this? You just read in your law that you were supposed to take it to the judge. And what sentence they give you, you're supposed to get. And you weren't supposed to decline from it from the right to the left. You weren't supposed to alter. It didn't matter what Pilate said. He was not moving these people because the law had them trapped. The law just commanded them, don't move. I don't pay attention. You see how you follow the law, you're going to hell, hope you don't know what you're doing. This is a trap. This was a trap. The law told them to have 2 witnesses to put him to death. This was a trap. Come on, finish that 27th chapter. Finish up that 17. What verse you left off at? 17,
Verse 12.
17? Verse 12?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what happened. Come
And
on.
the man that will do presumptuously
The man that would do presumption, they're going to go contrary to what you were told. What happened?
and will not hearken unto the Kohan that standeth to minister there before Yahuwah thy Elohim,
Yes.
or unto the judge,
Yes.
even that man shall die.
Listen.
And thou shalt put away the evil from Yasharal.
Listen.
And all the people shall hear and fear, and do no more presumptuously.
Yes.
When thou art come unto the land which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein.
Hold what you got. That's good. Finish this 8th chapter. Yeshayahu 8 and 12. Make it 8 and 11. Let's see what they're doing. The book right. Amen. See, the law set both of them up. They had to have a reason to put him in. They had to have a reason to kill him.
Amen.
Even Daud came and told him, is it not a cause? Couldn't kill a man for no reason. When he came up to slay Goliath, didn't he tell you, is it not a cause?
Amen.
They say he came up to see the battle. He said it was a cause. That was a cause, but he told them it came out and you hating him. Wasn't no reason for you to do it. Same thing when they came down to Yahushua. Wasn't no reason for you to hate. They hated him without a cause. His own brother came and said, didn't I tell you to leave the lad alone? That's why all this stuff had fallen upon us because of the lad. That's the same reason we're in the hellhole we're in, because of the lad. Come on, son. This is 8 and 11. Come on. He was talking about stones. Listen.
For Yahuwah,
Other brother, you finish me up your Ukanan, chapter 18, verse 1. Who know why I call it? Because it's right. Ain't no other reason to call it. Come on, son.
for Yahuwah spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, Say ye not a confederacy
Y'all hear that? He said that he was instructed not to walk in the way of these people. Come on, son.
to all them to whom this people shall say a confederacy.
Come on.
Neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid.
Listen.
Sanctify Yahuwah of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread.
Y'all hear that? Let him be your fear, let him be your dread. Come on, son.
And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling,
Then he talk about him being a rock. And he should be for a what?
Stone of stumbling,
Hold on, back me up, son. He should be for what?
a sanctuary.
He's going to be for a dwelling. What else, son? To this man, I'm going to look. Who's going to build my house?
Right.
Oh, we're going to say Beth. Listen.
But for a stone of stumbling,
For a what, son?
stone of stumbling,
And
for a rock of offense,
to who?
both the houses of Yasharal,
Yes.
for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
What y'all going to do with that? The Lord going to set you up. If you ain't fall and get the righteousness of faith, you're going to wind up stumbling. 18th chapter of Yochanan, 18:1. How many of y'all know I wrote this down before I got up here? You saw it, that's right. Listen,
When Yahusha had spoken these words,
what happened?
he went forth with his disciples over the brook Cedron.
We at 13, we at 18:1.
Amen. Yahushua.
That's fine. 18:1. Come on, son.
Where was a garden, into
Come
the
on.
which he entered, and his disciples.
Yeah.
And Yahudah also, which betrayed him, knew the place. For Yahusha oft times resorted thither with his disciples.
Come on, son.
Yahudah then, having received a band of men and officers from the chief Kohan and Pharisees, cometh thither with lanterns and torches and weapons. Yahusha therefore, knowing all things that should come upon him,
What happened?
went forth
What happened?
and said unto them, Whom seek ye?
Whom what?
Whom seek ye?
Whom seek what?
Ye.
And what happened?
They answered him, Yahusha of Nazareth.
What happened?
Yahusha said unto them,
I'm what?
I am he.
I'm the rock. Tell me what happened.
And Yahudah also, which betrayed him, stood with them.
What happened?
As soon then as he had said unto them,
I am who?
He,
I am who?
he,
I am who?
he,
Tell them what happened.
they went backward and fell to the ground. On the stone.
There go your rock. Stone of stumbling. He could have shown me where they fell at. All I had to do is tell him, I'm the rock. As soon as he said, I am who?
He,
What did they do, son?
they went backward
And what?
fell to the ground.
Yehuda would have covered him for the house of Yashrael. They will guess where they was at. They was in Jerusalem and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. That's how he covered himself. That quick, that fast he moved. Matthew 13:47, so I can get out from up here. Somebody gonna mistake me for somebody know what I'm doing. Come on, listen. 13:47.
Again,
Listen.
the kingdom of Shamayim is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind,
And
which, when it was full,
what happened, son?
they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The Malachi shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
And what else they don't pay attention? They gonna come along. What the Malachi's gonna do?
The Malachi shall come forth,
And do what?
sever the wicked from among the just.
How they gonna do that if they not judging? Shaul told you, no, you're not, that the saints gonna judge their rest. That's a judgment call.
Right.
You don't come along, you gonna separate the righteous from the wrong? Come on.
And shall cast them into the furnace of fire,
There should be what?
wailing and gnashing of teeth.
What did he ask them?
Yahushua saith unto them,
Have you done what?
understood all these things.
Did y'all understand what y'all been taught now? Did y'all understand it? What happened, son?
They say unto him, Yea, Yahushua.
What happened, son?
Then said he unto them,
That what happened?
Therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of
That's
Shamayim,
what I'm talking about. Why he just didn't tell them about the law? He talking about getting in the kingdom. You can have the law, but if you can't get in the kingdom, what good is it? Instructed into the kingdom, to his establishment, to enter it in. What is he like, son?
is like unto a man,
That is a who?
householder,
That doth what?
which bringeth forth out of his treasure
Some things what?
new,
And
old.
good the Most High hand clap. Thank the Most High.